back to my YouTube channel. Kindly hit the subscribe button, like and comment on the video if you have not done so. Don't be holding my subscribe, don't hold the comments, nothing. And today we're going to be talking about something very important, something that's affecting all areas and affects the youth, the adults, the children, anybody. What we are going to be talking about is fear. It's something that people often have when they want to do something very important, when they want to do something that is dear to them. When you want to do something that shows you, that exposes who you are, you're always afraid of what people are going to say about you or think about you, and you often don't want to do what you want to do. And that is what we're going to be discussing about. So I want to streamline it to fear of the unknown. Yes. For example, now you want to go to somebody, you like the person. Instead of you to go and say, hello, auntie, I like you, but you are not going to do that. Why? Because you are afraid of what you don't even know is going to happen. And sometimes I look at these big people, I look at people that have gone far in life, and people that are successful, and people that are stars, people that we claim are celebrities. And I ask myself this question. Are they afraid? Are they scared? In fact, somebody asked me that question. She asked me when I posted my first video that, are you not scared to put yourself in front of the camera, post your video? And to answer our question, yes. For every time I want to upload my video, for every time I want to send it out to people, I'm afraid. Sometimes I'm scared that, this content is not what people want to hear. Sometimes I'm scared that my background, obviously, that's why I changed it. Sometimes I'm scared that it's not good enough. Sometimes, even though people have told me every single time I post the video that one of the reasons why they keep watching the video is because of the background, yet I'm still afraid. Yeah, sometimes I'm afraid that my voice is not giving that day. And then to answer the question I also asked earlier, that are these people that are on top, are these people scared? Yes, they are afraid. There is nobody that is past the fear of the unknown, quote and unquote. There's nobody that they say that I shall not fear because the Lord is with me. Anybody that is a liar, because everybody is scared one way or the other. You might be scared that if you go out there and express your feeling, the person is going to reject you. Fine, it's valid. You might be scared that the moment even as a minister of God, these big men, every time they perform miracles, what if that day something happened and the devil say, hello, your superpower is not going to work again? And they're scared. Everybody is scared of something. But you know what they do irrespective of their fear? They go on. They continue. And that is exactly what I'm going to tell you. If you're expecting to say, oh, these are the 5 steps in eliminating of fear or alleviating of fear, it's not going to happen. Because the only way to conquer your fear, the only way to overcome that fear is to walk through with fear. Nobody is saying that you should not be afraid. Nobody is saying that you should not be scared. But my dear, why you are scared, continue. I was having a conversation with my friend. She was talking about something, and we all get to that point at some point in life where you feel like time is against you and people are not going to really expect you because that phase that you're supposed to prosper, it have happened. While I believe that there is no particular time a person can be successful or cannot be successful. Yeah, there are circumstances, obviously, but there is no particular time where you cannot achieve your dream. So yes, if you have that in your head, please let's cancel it first. Remove it from your head. We all get to that point. Now, for somebody that has not overcome her fear or his fear, how do you think the person is going to overcome that certain stage? Because that stage, you are going to think everybody is working against you. If you wait till the time that you will overcome the fear, because genuinely, most of these fears that we have are irrational. I'm not saying your fear, you are not genuine or that you are not entitled to be afraid, but I'm saying that your fear is very, very irrational. Because oftentimes, we are the biggest critics of ourselves. We tell ourselves how that we could have been better, because you know what is running through your head now. So because of that, and because you see yourself with all your flaws, you become your worst critic. And you tell yourself, oh my God, people are going to look at this thing. And most times, nobody cares. And while your fear is still valid, your fear is very, very irrational. There's a point in life you're going to get to, and you know that fear that I was having was irrational. There was a time where I was very, very afraid of standing on the stage. You know why? Because I wanted to be perfect before I got there. Because I would think that if I come to the stage, people are going to see, that thing that she's doing. People are going to say something. So I was always scared of getting on the stage. And there was this one time where I was going a stage competition where I was doing a recital, 5 chapters of the Bible. And then I stand on the podium, I look outside. I was shaking, because why? Hello. I was trembling. I was scared. everybody was looking at me. Can't put I fail my school. So I stood there and then I made mistakes, and I cannot make mistakes more than twice. And then I made my very first mistake before I even get to the 5th verse of the first chapter. And then I stopped. And then I continued again, and I was scared. But you know what I did? I continued. And I finished till the 5th chapter without making a single mistake. And then when I was done and everybody was clapping, I wanted to go back to our school, and then everybody wanted to hug me. I had to tell them, calm down. Hold on a little bit. I sat down on one corner and then I was shaking. I just did this thing. Over time, I've gotten to understand that when I'm on stage, well, nobody cares if I'm perfect. You know, like sometimes you can come and then you can make mistakes. Sometimes you can come and then that day is not your moment. Anything can happen that you're on stage and you flop. But you know what I'm not afraid of again? I'm not afraid of coming on the stage. I'm not afraid of making mistakes, you know, but if I had waited for a time where I understood that my fear was irrational, then probably I would have missed a lot of things because I was waiting for a time to no longer have that fear. So my point is that if you wait for a time where your fear is no longer there, where you no longer feel afraid, you are going to be too late. You're going to reach that point where you are too late. Not that you can be late, not that you are too late, because obviously there's no time, you cannot start what you want to start. But you're going to reach a point in time where you're thinking that I'm probably too late. Because the truth is that nobody is unafraid. As we are moving further, our fears, they are different. You know, we have different fears. It comes in another form. It comes in another way. So if I keep holding on to my fear, if I keep letting it get to me, I probably wouldn't be able to do many things I want to do in life. For today, I'm still scared of, you know, what I said I was scared of. It's not like the fear has gone. But you know what I'm still going to do? I'm still going to keep posting my videos until that point in time where my fear is no longer valid. Until that point in time where I know that people want to hear my content. I know that people need to hear my content. But while I don't know that, I'm still sitting on the seat and I'll still shoot this video. So I ask of you today, what is that thing that you want to do? What is that thing that you think you can't do and you are holding back because of fear? Let it go. Stand up and do it. Don't allow. That's honest. Come on, darling. Nobody's unafraid. Do what you want to do. But before I go, let me just share this scenario. So imagine a child. You know, there's a point where a child is afraid of the monsters under the bed. Now, because this child is afraid of the monsters under his bed, the child doesn't sleep. And he doesn't sleep from the time where he was 4 till when he was 12. What do you think is going to happen to that child that deprived himself of sleep? But if the child has slept despite his fear of monsters under his bed, I'm sure that by the time he's 12 and realizes that his fear is very, very much irrational, the child would have done what he was supposed to do. So my question is, are you going to sleep or you're going to deprive yourself of sleep? Think about that today and make a very good decision. Do not be afraid to take that step. Be bold. There is nothing that you cannot do. Who is that person that is making you afraid? Thou shalt not fear. You can be fear and do it your own. Like, don't worry about the analogy. Shall take the point in the analogy. That is what is important. You get me now? If you don't get it, forget about it. So thank you guys for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like and comment on the video. Make sure you share to your friends that you think might need this video. That comment that you are holding back is very important. Put it there. Let me hear what you think about this video. Let me hear what you think about the background. I mean, you see new things now. And give me comments, honest opinion, your truthful opinion.